We're counting down 9 shocking Chinese foods you won't believe people actually eat. From fried scorpions to snake soup, ready for an unforgettable culinary adventure, number 2 will blow your mind. Number 9 is turtle soup, known as gui tang. This dish has deep roots in Chinese culture and is made from soft-shelled turtles, slowly simmered with ginger, red dates, and traditional Chinese herbs. This cooking process creates a rich, slightly sweet broth, while the turtle meat becomes tender, with a delicate flavor that some say is similar to chicken, yet with its own unique twist. Turtle soup is especially popular in southern China, where it's valued for its supposed health benefits. According to traditional Chinese medicine, this dish is believed to promote longevity and vitality, making it a favorite during the colder months when warming dishes help balance the body's qi. Sharing this soup is often seen as a way to bond with family, as everyone enjoys the nourishing broth together. Interestingly, most turtles used in this dish are now farm-raised, which helps to protect wild populations. This sustainable practice allows people to continue savoring turtle soup, preserving both the tradition and the turtles for generations to come. Number 8, fried scorpions. A popular street snack that's sure to catch your attention. Found in bustling tourist areas like Beijing's night markets, these scorpions are skewered and deep-fried until they're golden and crispy. Surprisingly, frying neutralizes the venom, making them perfectly safe to eat. The scorpions have a crunchy texture and are often lightly seasoned with salt and spices to enhance their natural flavor. Some say they taste a bit like shrimp or crispy potato chips, while others find the taste entirely unique. For the adventurous, this delicacy offers not only a snack, but also a story to tell. In Chinese culture, scorpions are sometimes eaten for their warming properties, as it's believed they can heat the blood. While that may sound unusual, it's part of traditional beliefs about food and health in China. So, if you ever find yourself wandering through a Chinese night market, don't be surprised if you see these creepy crawlers on a stick. They're a crunchy, unforgettable treat for those willing to take the plunge. Number 7 is sea cucumber, or haishan, a delicacy in Chinese cuisine that's not actually a vegetable, but a marine animal. Sea cucumbers are often found in high-end banquets and traditional soups, valued for their unique gelatinous texture and reputed health benefits. Preparing sea cucumber is a meticulous process. It starts as a dried product and requires soaking for hours or even days to rehydrate it. Once it's ready, it's typically cooked slowly in a flavorful broth with a blend of spices to bring out its subtle taste. Sea cucumber itself doesn't have a strong flavor, which makes it an ideal ingredient for absorbing the rich, savory notes of a well-seasoned broth. In Chinese culture, sea cucumber is sometimes referred to as sea ginseng due to its reputed medicinal properties. It's believed to improve vitality, support joint health, and even enhance one's longevity. This delicacy is particularly prized during celebratory meals and special occasions. While the texture may be an acquired taste for some, sea cucumber is a beloved part of Chinese culinary heritage. It's one of those foods that tells a story of health, tradition, and even a bit of luxury. Number 6 is blood tofu soup, or yaksue tang. This dish may sound intimidating, but it's a common comfort food in parts of China, particularly in places like Nanjing. The soup features cubes of coagulated duck blood that resemble soft tofu, floating in a warm, flavorful broth. The blood cubes have a unique texture that's silky and smooth, absorbing the flavors of the broth beautifully. They're typically combined with real tofu, vegetables, and spices to create a balanced, nourishing dish. For many, it's a hearty meal that's perfect for cold weather, providing warmth and nourishment with each spoonful. Blood tofu soup is rooted in the Chinese philosophy of making the most out of every ingredient. Duck blood, which might go to waste elsewhere, is appreciated for its rich flavor and high iron content. This dish is also a great example of how Chinese cuisine often combines nutrition with resourcefulness. While it may not be for everyone, blood tofu soup holds a special place in Chinese culture, particularly for those who grew up enjoying its familiar flavors. It's a dish that offers warmth, nostalgia, and an appreciation for making the most out of every ingredient. Number 5 on our list is snake soup, a dish that's especially popular in southern China and Hong Kong. Snake meat is shredded and cooked into a savory soup, often accompanied by chicken, ginger, and a variety of Chinese herbs that add depth to its flavor. Surprisingly, snake meat is frequently described as tasting like chicken, but with a slightly more delicate, gamey taste. This dish is commonly enjoyed during the winter months, as it's believed to have warming properties, which aligns with the traditional Chinese concept of food as medicine. Consuming snake soup is thought to help keep the body balanced and healthy, particularly when it's cold outside. Snake soup has been around for hundreds of years, and it's more than just a meal. It's a cultural experience. Some restaurants in Hong Kong even allow you to select the type of snake used in your soup, adding to the ritualistic aspect of the dish. The entire process, from choosing the ingredients to savoring the final product, is steeped in tradition. For those bold enough to try it, snake soup offers a fascinating combination of flavors, textures, and traditional beliefs. It's a warm and comforting bowl of history, health, and a bit of culinary adventure. Number 4 is chicken feet, known as fengjiao, a beloved dish in Chinese cuisine that you'll find everywhere, from dim sum restaurants to bustling street markets. Chicken feet might seem unusual, but they're prized for their high collagen content, which is believed to benefit the skin and promote joint health. The preparation of chicken feet is key to their appeal. They're typically cleaned, blanched, and then braised in a savory mixture of soy sauce, star anise, ginger, and a touch of sugar until they're tender. This process infuses the feet with a rich, flavorful sauce that pairs beautifully with their soft, gelatinous texture. Some variations include deep-fried or even spicy chicken feet, offering a range of flavors and textures for those willing to give them a try. Chicken feet reflect the Chinese philosophy of minimizing waste, using every part of the animal. In Chinese culture, eating chicken feet is more than just about flavor. It's a celebration of resourcefulness and respect for the ingredients. Many locals believe in the health benefits of collagen, which makes this dish a popular choice, especially among those looking for a natural beauty boost. For first-timers, the texture may take a bit of getting used to, but for many, chicken feet are a nostalgic, flavorful snack with a long history. It's a true example of how Chinese cuisine finds value and deliciousness in every part of the animal. Number 3 is bird's nest soup, or yanwo tang, one of the most luxurious dishes in Chinese cuisine. This unique delicacy is made from the hardened saliva nests of swiftlets, which are carefully harvested and then cleaned before being prepared into a soup. Despite its unusual origin, bird's nest soup is revered for its supposed health benefits and has been consumed in China since the Ming Dynasty. The nests themselves have a mild, slightly sweet taste and a jelly-like texture once they're cooked. They're often simmered with rock sugar for a dessert-like version, or combined with chicken broth for a savory option. This slow cooking process brings out a smooth, gelatinous texture that's unlike anything else and has made it a highly sought-after delicacy. Bird's nest soup is often associated with wealth, health, and beauty. Traditionally, it's believed to support skin rejuvenation, boost the immune system, and even enhance longevity. This belief in its restorative powers has made it a popular dish at banquets and special occasions, especially for those who can afford the high price tag. Swiftlet nests can sell for up to $3,000 per kilogram due to the labor-intensive harvesting process. While it may be one of the most extravagant items on this list, bird's nest soup is more than just a meal. It's a centuries-old tradition that has captured the fascination of many. For those who taste it, they're not only experiencing a culinary delicacy, but a piece of China's cultural heritage. Number 2 is stinky tofu, or chou tofu, a dish that's notorious for its intense, pungent smell, often compared to rotting garbage. Despite its strong odor, stinky tofu is a beloved snack in many parts of China, especially in night markets across Hunan, Shanghai, and Taiwan, where locals and tourists alike line up to savor its unique flavor. The tofu is first soaked in a brine made from fermented milk, meat, and sometimes herbs, and then it's left to ferment for days or even weeks. Once it's ready, the tofu is deep fried to give it a crunchy exterior, while the inside remains soft and creamy. This contrast in texture is part of what makes stinky tofu so appealing to those who can get past the smell. The taste itself is often described as earthy, savory, and surprisingly mild compared to its odor. Stinky tofu holds a special place in Chinese street food culture. It's a favorite snack at festivals and markets, where vendors serve it fresh and piping hot. In fact, the more pungent the smell, the more highly regarded it is among fans, as it's a sign of a longer fermentation process. While it might not be love at first smell, stinky tofu has a loyal following, and trying it is almost a rite of passage for adventurous foodies. For many, it's a reminder of childhood memories, late-night market visits, and the vibrant food culture of China. It's an experience that's definitely not for the faint-hearted, but for those who dare, it's unforgettable. And hey, if by watching this you're thinking, should I go vegan? Or something like that. At least cook a little healthier maybe. Check out this plant-based cookbook we found. It's really nice. Link in the first comment. Finally, number 1 is the infamous century egg, or piran, one of the most well-known and polarizing dishes in Chinese cuisine. These preserved eggs are made by coating duck eggs in a mixture of clay, ash, salt, and rice hulls, then leaving them to age for several weeks or even months. During this time, the egg yolk transforms into a creamy green texture, while the white turns into a translucent brown jelly. The result is both visually striking and uniquely flavored. The taste of a century egg is rich, with a deep umami flavor that can be compared to aged cheese. It's smooth and slightly salty, with a pungent aroma that can surprise first-timers. Century eggs are often sliced and served with a drizzle of soy sauce or paired with congee for a traditional Chinese breakfast. These eggs have been enjoyed in China for over 600 years and are considered a delicacy, symbolizing preservation and tradition. Despite their nickname, century eggs aren't actually a century old. They're typically aged for about 100 days. But to some, the distinct aroma and flavor might make them feel that old. For many, trying century egg is a step into the heart of Chinese culinary heritage. It's a dish that embodies the creativity and resourcefulness of ancient food preservation techniques, while also challenging our perceptions of what makes food good or bad. Love it or hate it, century egg is a taste of history on a plate, and the perfect finale to our countdown of the most bizarre foods in China. Thanks for joining us on this culinary adventure. If you thought these foods were wild, stay tuned for our next video on 15 surprisingly banned candies that could cause harm. See you there.